Hello, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. We are in Case 2, Class Trial 2, and we are partway through. I was going to say halfway through. I don't know if that's true. It's probably more like a quarter of the way through, a fifth of the way through, who knows, let's see. So the last thing that was said is, see, didn't I tell you, it's definitely a trap.
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might.
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy?
So if you remember, we said the gummy bag that proved that she was at the scene of the crime was actually a different flavor of gummy than the gummies that she actually eats.
Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Oh, here we go. You're on reach, control, talk to your report, gummy bag, iron bad window, footprint on the beach, yellow gummy. Here we go. Let's hear.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
It is.
And we can thank Mahiru for it!
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
I gotta figure out what's right and what's wrong.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank Mahiru...
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Oh, I almost missed it.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Poor Mahiru.
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow.
Yeah.
That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was
not stained with blood.
She was clean.
Unless, like, it wasn't. Yeah, we can see.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me!
Whoa. We got an argument. Here we go.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Here we go. Roboto Showdown. Footprints on the beach. Metal bat. Shower room. Iron barred window. Shower room. Metal bat. Shower room. Let's see what his argument is.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of.
Hiyoko is stubbornly insisting that Hiyoko is the killer. If I don't counter all his words, I'll be pushed
If
back.
Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of.
Advance.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Stop!
Allow me to cut through those words.
Let me cut through those words.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
It's okay, Monami, don't cry.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
If Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing murder, no, that should be impossible. She can't get dressed by herself.
I see.
She can't.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't do my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. And it only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her? Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
You'll remember this scene, huh?
'Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die! I'm sorry for being pig barf!
Oh. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all! Man, what a surprise! I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie? 'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no.
I'm pretty sure Hiyoko's voice actress is Kira Buckland. But I can't think of...
Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
I can't think of what Kira Buckland's done off the top of my head, but she is quite a big dub voice
You
actress.
always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change a place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same, at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. My hero Koizumi. Truth bullet obtained.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh, the letter that Hyoko had. Doesn't it clearly contradict the other evidence? Does it contradict this letter?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I wanted to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I wanted to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge?
I see!
Both letters.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really?
They can't.
This is really terrible.
But?
I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Uh-huh.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
It's all about you now.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Medicine?
That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Stop yelling at McCann.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily?
Yes.
She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
It's a little bit of both.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
Hope.
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's a splendid power of teamwork.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
He's checked out.
Whoa. He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Intermission? Intermission? Not too bad. We still got half an episode left.
Well now.
Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... You can't! Everyone please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct.
Correct.
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. And there's your little comedy bit at halftime. Let's get back to the trial. Reopen.
I'm
first.
Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Koizumi.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
She still struggles with regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Sure.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
Yeah.
Killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You'll dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you'll control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach a goal, the final destination, the synapse course. You can move sideways with the arrows and accelerate with the control key. Right mouse button to brake, left mouse button to jump. Be various obstacles. Make sure you're familiar with the controls so you can reach your goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there'll be a branching question. It'll split off into different answers. You go to the answer you think is correct. Please be careful. Make good use of the brake. Escape key can review the controls. Alright. She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find an answer. Alright. I'm gonna do it. Alright, a new game, new minigame. Logic Dive. Completely fresh. New to this game, and it wasn't in the last trial either. So here we go. We're speeding on through. It's a little snowboarding game mode. There will be logic puzzles to it. Here we go, like this. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Originally before Hiyoko arrived, right? Originally. Yes? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, here we go. Meow. 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 Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left. Right? Yeah. Okay, good. We're doing well. We're doing well. Meow. 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 Whoop. Whoop. Oh yeah, I'm nailing this. Bam. Question 3. Where was the killer hiding when Hiyoko was unconscious? In the beach house. In the beach house. In the beach house. In the beach house. Yeah. Yeah. Meow.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Complete.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I mean, she's right.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
Oh, what are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need an answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is...
Here!
Yeah. Right.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... It was... here.
Here!
Nice.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy. Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Good. I'm glad you're on the same page.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
Ooh.
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I don't think I get that reference.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
Stir the pot. Continue on.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
Yes, dear.
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any
Before Dr.
further,
Davis.
there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change it to a different bullet, it'll disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time for flashback? Well, you just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Please remember that it's only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck and have fun. Cool, so here's another cool feature, is the being able to save statements. Although, it wasn't the best feature, but it works.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around?
Uh-huh.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay, if I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction. Alright, sorry.
What did the killer do with
Okay.
the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Okay.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
So I can take
What
that.
did they do with the bloody
right?
wetsuit?
I think.
They cut it up and floosh.
Okay.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
I can't agree with
Maybe
anything.
they were able to wash it off.
Okay, if I use that person's opinion,
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
what did they do?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Uh-huh.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No,
okay.
that's wrong.
There we go. I was just making sure I got it all right. It's still
They
a
just
little
needed to
tricky.
wash off the
You know, that
blood.
wasn't the most easy
They
thing.
didn't
in the world.
necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower that was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was the drinks inside the refrigerator.
I see!
Yeah.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh, hello, Pecco. Pecco.
In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's
Okay.
no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Let's see. Yo. Footprints on the beach, metal bat, trash can. I'm Babu Bakore. Come on, boy. Here we go.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Flippin' heck. The tone in Pecco's voice is so threatening it might cut at me. We're nearing the moment where our fates set
It's true
aside.
there were drinks in the beach house however, try one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Oh, I can't back down. I got you. Success. Advance.
We can't assume they used just one drink.
Yeah,
They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
they could have.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator. There were only flavored drinks with colored. If you use those to wash, the blood won't come off and your body will. It will leave an aromatic smell too, especially if you used a lot. That alone would raise suspicion.
Could it be that first allegation was intended to lead this outcome? But I should have evidence against their argument now.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut
Allow me to cut through those words! Break.
Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
No, there weren't. Yes, there were. No, there weren't. Yes, there were.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
Yes, there were.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
I wasn't listening.
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Very
Well,
clever.
Now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner.
Then,
Now she's
the
calling
plastic
someone out.
water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I think that's like a cliffhanger. I think so. I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching this episode. I mean, honestly, we hit the intermission in this episode and still got another 20 minutes out of it. So it's possible that we finish in the next episode, but we'll see. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how long these trials are. So, but let's see on the next episode. I'll see you then. Bye.